Good evening, everybody, and I'm very proud to be here. Let me give you some history. Just over 200 years ago, there were riots all over London. Houses were burnt down. People were beaten. People were killed. The mob even marched all the way out to Kenwood, North London, to burn down that great house because the judge who owned it did not believe in religious discrimination. Those riots were called the Gordon riots, after the name of the member of the House of Lords who pushed them forward. It was the Catholics of those days who were the targets of those riots. They were being blamed for the acts of a few Catholics committed 200 years before. Prejudice and hatred against Catholics has largely vanished today. But as a community, we Catholics remember what hatred and prejudice is all about. We've read about it. Today it is the turn of the Muslims. A taxi driver recently, a man from the West Indies, black, said to me from the back of his cab, "Things have changed. It used to be we blacks who were always being pulled over by the police. Now it's the turn of the brown ones." He meant those who were or who looked like Muslims. Another sign, a symptom of that new form of prejudice. Prejudice and hatred are a denial of any true religion. I repeat, prejudice and hatred are a denial of any true religion. God made us all, men and women, in his image and his likeness. He loves each one of us, and we should love each other. Everyone should be able to worship, or not to worship, as they wish. Granted only public safety, everyone should be able to dress and to speak as they wish. It is ridiculous to say that all Catholics think this, or all Jews think that, or all Muslims think the other. In every religious community, there are all sorts of opinions and attitudes. To stereotype them and to turn hate against one section of God's community against another on the basis of religion or colour or dress is very wrong indeed. Religious people need not expect to be popular. I don't expect to be popular. But if we are going to be unpopular, it ought to be for the right reasons. I do not expect to fit in with the values of our society today. Those who worship private property or unlimited private wealth won't like me. Those who worship the nation state and think that's the God, they won't like me. Those who think that security depends on more and more nuclear weapons, they won't like me. But they won't like me for the wrong reason, because I'm standing up for the faith that I believe in. But all have a right to their own views, freely and peacefully expressed, even if I think they're wrong. St. Peter, a fisherman, the first leader of my church, originally thought that only the people of his race, the Jewish people of the Old Testament, he thought they were better than anyone else, and that was really going to be our church. It took almost a miracle for him to get the point, and finally he declared, God has no favourites. Respect for others starts from that point. We are all of equal value, and together we form one family. Hatred and prejudice are violations, not just of laws, not just of our wishes, but of God's plan for this world and the whole of humanity. Let's make that come to pass. Thank you very much.